I want to start by continuing to offer my prayers for the safety and security of our service members and all Americans in the Middle East. God bless them and God bless our troops who are keeping us safe. Now, over the weekend, President Trump delivered peace through strength. Operation Midnight Hammer was not only a historic and successful mission, it was a message to Iran. A message that resonates for years, if not decades to come. Iran will never be allowed to attain a nuclear weapon. And if Iran continues to try to go down this path, prepare to face the full fury and wrath of American firepower. Because of President Trump's decisive action, the world is a safer place. And let me be clear, America is safer, Israel is safer, and our allies are safer. And like President Vance said, we are not at war with Iran. We are at war with Iran's nuclear program. The war against their nuclear program is already paying off. And thank you to President Trump for his decisive action again. Peace through strength is working. Now, switching gears, let me say this. The American people are waiting. They want to know with certainty that their taxes won't increase $5,000 next year. They want to know that violent, illegal immigrants are not in their communities anymore. But they don't have it yet, because unfortunately, they're still waiting for the one big, beautiful act. And each day that goes by is another day that Americans don't have the certainty that they deserve. Whether you're a small business owner, a senior on Social Security, a tipped service worker, or a first responder working overtime to protect our communities, the one big, beautiful bill helps you. Americans should not have to wait any longer. There's no time to waste. Let's get this done. Let's send this bill to President Trump's desk so it can become law. Now, here with me today is a fellow Michigander. He's a real person with a real story, waiting for the one big, beautiful bill to become law. Sam Palmeter is the President of Engineering and New Product Development at Laser Marketing Technologies in my home district of Carroll, Michigan. There are leaders in laser marketing and engraving technology, and I'll let Sam speak more to this, but they are eagerly awaiting for the immediate expensing for research and development so that they can continue being a leader in innovation right here in the United States of America. And now, without further ado, I will turn it over to my constituent and my friend, Sam.
Yeah, I don't need that box. Good morning. I'm not quite that tall, but I don't need that. So just real quick, Lisa has been such a spitfire for us in our district, not just during an election campaign year. She's in our factories, in our offices, year after year, checking on us, seeing what we need in our areas, and we can't appreciate her more. In all honesty, this lady doesn't need to do this, and she's doing it from her heart, and I can't thank her enough for what she's doing personally to really help manufacturing in America. So with that, let me get on track here for y'all, right? So thank you to House Republican leadership, including my Congresswoman, the awesome Chairman, Lisa McClain, for this opportunity to share the reason the big, beautiful bill needs to be signed into law. As the founder of Laser Marketing Technologies over 20 years ago, and as a lifelong resident of Michigan, a manufacturing state, I've seen firsthand the demise of the manufacturing sector in America and good-paying manufacturing jobs. It has slowly been outsourced to other countries that have taken advantage of the U.S. My company is one of the last two laser technology companies fully owned and operated in America. We had a third competitor from Ohio that tried to hang on but went bankrupt and was subsequently purchased last year by a foreign entity. Now think about that, right? These are the guys, we're the ones that are in the background supplying a lot for the Department of Defense, other items that are critical to our sovereignty. and this is going to foreign actors that own it. So this is what's happening to America. Our manufacturing IP is being bled off to other countries. It needs to stop now, before we don't have the manufacturing and intellectual property to build what is needed for our military and other vital industries. So with that, the following items in the One Big Beautiful Bill Act that really matter to me and many other small business owners, not just in Michigan, but throughout the U.S., are the permanent increase of the qualified business income deduction to keep our taxes low and competitive on a global scale, not just in the U.S., but we are competing against everybody else. So why is our taxes so much higher than other countries? No tax and overtime was great for my employees. Just imagine if you're in trades, right? You're a trades person and you work an extra 20 hours and you get your check and you look at it. You guys ever go through this, anybody? Maybe not, but if you're in trades or anything like that, even if you work at a grocery store and you see that overtime, you think you're gonna bring that in, and that's half of what you thought it was gonna be because somebody else got your money, it didn't go in your pocket and it never will. Let's change that, right? That's part of this big, beautiful bill. That's really, really phenomenal, and that should really resonate with everybody that's actually working with their hands, right? The people that serve you food, everything. Specialty deduction allowance for qualified production property. This will allow us to invest into the future and will immediately allow us to double our manufacturing space. So instead of expensing this off across 40 years, I'll be 90 years old by then, right? What's that gonna matter to me? But if I can expense our manufacturing additions and new buildings that we need to build so we can supply the machinery for the US, we can do that and immediately write that off. And that means something because that puts it back in and we put it right back into our local economy. What is that saying? High tide rises all boats. That's what this is about, right? We do this. It's not trickle-down economics or whatever, which I have nothing against, but let's think about it, right? If we are putting this money back into the U.S. manufacturing, where tradespeople are building these buildings and then qualified, good paying jobs for workers. So the One Big Beautiful Act encourages American businesses to create new things in the U.S. to get our economy back on track. This bill incentivizes us to create new jobs in the U.S., and we are incentivized to manufacture in the USA. And with this new law, we will continue to do this, but at a much, much faster rate. I'm excited to keep making it in America for America.